Okay, everybody. Sorry about that. So welcome back. Happy Friday night. Hopefully whoever was watching is able to join me again. So I'm going to start this over. I had a little problem with the stream. So let me go back to it again. And now things look good. For some reason that wasn't coming through as a live chat and I wasn't going to be able to see anybody's comments. So we don't want to do that if I'm doing a live. So as I said just before, tonight I'm going to do scrapbook this photo of my grandson. And then there we go. Thanks, Dorothy. It just came up for me too. So something weird was going on with YouTube. So I'm glad I went out and back in. Thanks you guys for hanging in there with me. I wasn't seeing any chat at all and I'm not quite sure what the problem was. So I think it all looks good. So that sometimes these are hashtag YouTube issues. Some of the stuff you deal with as a YouTuber. And I just realized I have two things of this paper. So I'm going to go back and get rid of that one. Anyway, all right. So as I was saying, now that I'm not distracted, this is a photo of M#1. He is my oldest grandson. And then this is a little questionnaire his mom did on Facebook that she asked him these questions about coronavirus, and then she posted them to Facebook. I went through and I screenshot them and then used my Photoshop program to blend the two screenshots together. And then I printed them on a transparency, and you can buy these like at any office supply place, the transparencies. And I like to do this when there's a lot of journaling. Like if my daughter-in-law, sometimes she'll do a little post to the kids and that kind of stuff. So I'll print this kind of stuff with a picture of them that she usually posts. She'll usually post a picture of them. So that's kind of what I do and how I do that with this. So this was in May, so I want to make sure that I get the date on here because that'll be important. And I have this white paper here just so you could kind of see the transparency because I'm not going to probably do it on white. I'll probably do it on something else. And you can tell I love this photo of him. He looks like a baby beetle or something because his hair was so long here. And then later on as we go in, if you're interested, I'll read the results. So I have a few pieces of the Let's Stay Home collection from Pink Fresh, and I use that in my coronavirus or COVID album. There is a playlist on my YouTube channel if you want to see the videos that I've done for that album, and I also did a walkthrough just in case you're interested at all. But I thought this would be kind of cool because, you know, this is while they were home. This is right before our stay-at-home order was struck down and was lifted, so they had been at homes for at this point 2 months. So I'm going to start out with this, and then I'm thinking that I want to put this, you know, I looked at this paper, but this is too distracting and I don't have a big enough scrap. So I am going to keep this though, because I might be able to use that for something. I pulled two papers from my stash, and one of these is, the edge is all kind of munched up, but that's okay. So these are both Creative Memories papers, and I really think that this one matches the best. I think this one's a little more distracting just because of the dots on it when you put that on there, and I'll show you guys the difference. So there's that, pretty clear, or pretty clear, but, and then there's this one, and this one is just a lot more readable, so I think that's the one we're going to do tonight with this. I'm also toying with maybe adding this on as well, just as a photo mat. Although honestly, let me cut the border off of this. I also have a black and white piece that I could use since he is in gray there. So I'm going to do that and see. So the house paper is Pink Fresh Let's Stay Home Around Our Hood. And boy, we were all around our hoods. Okay, so the other thing I could do is this one as well. you know me with my layers of pattern paper. I think I like the blue one better. I'm going to cut a mat for this just to see what I think, because I can always take that off. One of the things about this Let's Stay Home collection is that oftentimes I did ink these because it is fairly white and light. I'm not going to put a very big border on this if I keep this, just because I'm doing it more for the color than anything. So there's this piece, and then this. Okay, so this will give me, I think, a better perspective. I did have the back of that, the house paper is this, but I think that's a little busy on here with all the houses. The other thing I want to do here is this needs to sit on this paper because otherwise you won't be able to see it on this. I did think about perhaps like getting a blue, which I could still do a frame, but let's get this together and see. First, I'm going to cut this mat for the journaling, and I'm not going to journal on here. The only thing I will do is just put dates on it. That's all I'm thinking about doing. And now yeah, there we go, mat's there. Okay, and what I'll do, I should have left a little bit more space here, but I think I'll glue like I'll glue right under this edge here, so that's down. And if I do any other embellishments, I can always do that. And I think, so I've kind of got a good handle on the space I need on the side so that we get something that's kind of close. And then I can start thinking about embellishments. Okay. I did already do a layout with what he said about this haircut. His mom posted this with it, but he had talked about this haircut earlier, that he said his hair's long, and then he said, I think I like it. It was very cute. So these are the embellishments from the Let's Stay Home, and I don't have that much left, so I'm kind of looking. That's too big at what I have. I did pull in, this is the alpha from that collection, the puffy alpha, so I'll probably use that. And you know, the more I'm looking at this, the one thing that I'm not loving here is it's covering up a lot of the buildings here. And I really want the flavor of the house. So I think what I'm actually going to do is cut this again so that it's only for the journaling. I really want to see those houses. And I don't think I cut that one edge straight, so let me pop that back on there. I did not. This paper is thin, and sometimes it's really hard to get a straight edge here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, and I'm just ripping up that edge. Okay, here we go. That's better. Okay, so I'm definitely liking it better with just this. Now, I'm going to have a pretty long title, so that leads me to how am I going to do this, because I wanted the title to be perspective, or maybe I'll do it like, I was going to say like coronavirus from a 7-year-old's perspective, which that's a very long title considering. So maybe I'll do something like view from a 7-year-old or something like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of my ATG. You can do this with glue dots too if you if that's what you have, just to get that down. And I made a real mess out of this. I'm going to grab glue dots. When I do this, if it's all clear, I'll sometimes hide them underneath my journaling in places. And so I think I was talking about the transparency when I had to start over. You can buy them at office supply stores. When you use a transparency, remember that you always print on the rough side. And if you have a vellum setting, that's what you want to use. I do not have a vellum setting on my printer. So I just printed it on, I think I said glossy photo paper. So there's that. And if I have to, I can always take these off and then use, like if I put something down here, I could hide one under there, which I probably would do anyway. Okay, so I'm imagining that my photo is going to go here somewhere. And maybe the title then can kind of fit in here, because I could do the word view here. That would be really easy in these letters. And then do a 7-year-old's coronavirus view or something like that. Not quite sure what that's going to be. All right, so these are the Let's Stay Home cardstock stickers. And I did see when I was pulling this stuff out that there is one here that says, "Love being a homebody with you." So we could put that in because he talks in here about what he likes about being home. Then there's all of these word phrases here. So I'm thinking I want to pull some of these. Like this one says arts and crafts. There's one here that says scavenger hunt, and they did some scavenger hunts around the house. Neighborhood walk, because they took a lot of walks as a family. I'm going to do game night as well, because they played a lot of games, which then makes me think there are some little like chipboard pieces. Oh, and here's a video controller. So I know they have those things. So I'm going to do the video controller piece, and then there's a game night piece here, and then those dice. So that'll give us some dimension. It won't all be flat. And who knows what I'm going to use, but I'm going to pull these things off and just put them on the side here. And you guys can see what I have there. So that's kind of nice. Let's see, what else came? Oh, family dinner is on here. So that's cool. Dance party with my people. They do a lot of dance parties in this house, so that'll be good. Puzzle building is another good one for what they were doing. Let's see, I don't know if they baked. Movie night, because they did do movies. And then there is one that says coloring together, so I'm going to grab that one too. So these are probably way more than I'll want to use on this page, but I think that's a really good start. There is a little thing here that says ain't nobody like a homebody. Oh, homebody. I like this because it's orange. So I think that's kind of a good piece to have over there. So now I kind of have an idea of what I can do. There is this stay-at-home club piece. I'm not sure. Just because this is pretty big, I'm not sure that I'm going to use that or this. I could cut those dice out though and use them as an extra embellishment. So that I'll keep that in the back of my head that I could do that. And then these are the die cuts. And there is this home one, which I like. Oh, here's another game controller. So that we could use. I think they cooked, but I don't remember. And the Let's Go for a Walk piece would be cute. I've used up most of these, so I think that's a good start. All right, so I feel like we've got a pretty good start here. This is the biggest piece, so I probably want to know where that's going first. I could do something more in a diagonal. I'm going to grab my wax paper here as well, so that if it's a sticker big like this, I can kind of decide where this is going to go. Could do that one down there. Could just do it right in here. Not loving that though. Oops. actually kind of like that a little bit more. That would balance if I do the blue there. And then this one, this would have to go up onto the photo just because I don't want to see any edges there. There's that let's go for a walk, so that's kind of cute. Let's see, then we would have game night, the dice. Okay, not loving this because of the buildings. So maybe this game night comes up here, and then this one could go down here, and then I have this controller that's the same color. So that I don't love, but that could come up here, and then this could come down in here. The one thing I do like about this controller, even though they're both, it's a lot of gray up here, he's wearing gray, so I do like that idea. Now if I'm going to do that, I feel like I need to kind of bring this all down a little bit, because I know I need to get the view here, and maybe I should get that on. Let's do that. I'm going to put the word view on here. The coronavirus I could do in much smaller letters. I have lots of small alphas, so I'm not so worried about that. So let's get this word on there, just so I know what I'm dealing with for space. Okay. And this feels less heavy up here now without this on top of it. So maybe I'll flip where things are here, maybe one or the other. It's all part of the adventure. There we go. Okay. So here's the word view. Now I could do this and like pull, the other thing I could do is cut off the, oh no, this is sticking. Okay. The other thing I could do is cut off like an edge here and just bring it out to the edge so that it's not so far over there. I really like this, but it feels so big. Maybe what I need to do is something like that. And then I have all these other words in here that we could put on, and I could cut out this as well too. So maybe to get a little blue in here, I could do that. And then let me grab these. This is another one of those things about making stuff work for you versus you working for it. So I'll just kind of get close in here. It is a little rounded. So when you're fussy cutting, tuck your elbow with the scissors into your side really close and don't move it. And move the piece that you're cutting. Now I did lift my scissors there, which you don't want to do, but overall pretty good. Especially when you have a rounded edge, this is hard. And I am by no measure a fussy cutting expert. Okay, so I think that's not too bad. So I'm thinking like this little controller up here. Okay, so I want to get some different colors in. This is the green. And I can always move this down to make that work. It's hard to see that though with my hand in the way, isn't it? Okay, definitely I think arts and crafts and the neighborhood walk and family dinner would be good. And maybe this needs to come off of there. Let's see, how would this look if we did something? Might have to pull the top off this game thing here. I'm thinking neighborhood walk needs to be on here. And then arts and crafts maybe. Okay, let's check this and see. Yeah, I think this is just a little too big there. If I had, let's see, the other thing I'm thinking about is what if I cut everything off here? I still think that's too big. If it went this way, I think it would be okay. So what I can do is grab my LA Studio labels and let's see if I have anything that would work to like give this a, because there's a blue, it's the wrong blue. Not sure there's mint in here. There is this darker green which would work with that. So maybe that's what we do. And then, the dance party and the family dinner I think would be really good too here. That definitely represents them as a family. And then I might cut these controllers, the antennas on these controllers off. They're giving me a little bit of a fit here. I'm actually going to do that on this puppy. I haven't been on very long, Brenda. So I don't think you're catching the end. You're okay. Okay, just kind of looking at color here. This feels really bright to me with this gold here. I'm gonna try peeling that off and putting that up here. And maybe the dance party with my people can go down. Just see what happens here. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. It feels a little bit softer without the two bright colors sitting next to each other. I'm going to hope that I can take this all as one piece and get it on here. Okay. All right, I think I'm liking that. Now, I'm not loving the word view. I really liked the idea of the word perspective, so I don't know. Let's see if we can pull back on this a little bit. There, okay. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is glue down this green piece of paper. Because everything else kind of hinges on that. I did sneak on a little bit earlier tonight. I have a few things I want to get done. So while I'm thinking of it, you guys, I will not be live next Friday. I know that for sure. I like to tell you if I know I'm not going to be live. So I know I won't be live next Friday. And yes, I have a plan, or some plans. So I'll tell you all about it the next time I see you. I don't know if I'll get on next weekend or not. We'll see. Okay, so I definitely want to do this so that I can get the journaling spot And this sometimes happens with wax paper depending on how aggressive the adhesive is. Sometimes it comes off, so then there's a film on the back of this. I'm just going to take it and I added some ATG to it. Okay. Now here's the one thing I didn't think about here. Now I have this trap space there. Let's think about that. And I can't move this now because it's down. Well, sort of down. These are going to come over. Maybe that's why I had this here before. Like this. So let's see. I don't mind it if it's like this. It's not quite as far over. Hey, Harmony. Howdy, hello to you. Okay, so that's good. I like that one. So that cluster's done. Yay. And then I'll get these down now that I think about it, because that's not glued down very well. And like I said, I'm hoping to get some up on this top corner there, because now this is glued. This edge is glued under here. So that's good. Okay, help me. Perspective view has to fit in here with these letters. Let's see. Maybe like wise words or something like that. He does say, like, you know, things like, what is the best thing about mommy and daddy having to stay home? Playing together, going for walks and bike rides. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get the neighborhood walk piece in here, because I knew that was there. Okay, so let's look at this now. All right. These are the LA Studio labels that I print. I just printed a bunch of them because I think I said last week that I needed to do that because I was running out. Now again, I don't need a lot of journaling space. I think what I'm going to do is flip where this neighborhood walk is. And this needs to go to the edge there, so I have to be careful about where this lands. Looks like I had too much coffee today, and I haven't had coffee in an age. Well, not an age, but I haven't had coffee for a long time today. Let me get this down here, and that'll help me too. Oh, it would help if I put a little glue on this. So you guys, I was at Hobby Lobby earlier today, and they had a sale on their page protectors, and I got 100 of them. I just put layouts away just from the last couple of weeks the other night, and like totally ran out. I was stealing it from albums that I have albums that are kind of like ready to go. I usually order my albums about 10 at a time. I actually use Hobby Lobby albums as well. And so they had a big sale on page protectors. And actually, I think I said I got 100. I got 150. 3 boxes of 50. That'll hold me for a little while. I think I looked the other day, and I've done 500 some layouts already this year. But keep in mind, I did 206 of those during the pandemic when I was home, and I think I did about another, let me think, another 60 or so at a crop I was at. So let's see. There's that game controller. We'll see. That may not stay. Then this stuff here. So family dinner and scavenger hunt. We have that, and I can always pop this up. I'm trying to think, maybe we get family dinner, scavenger hunt. Maybe game night. Oh, that's pink. How about coloring together? Kids definitely like arts and crafts, so. Okay, so kind of know how this needs to go here. This is really fun when it's so sticky. Look at that there. The embellishments don't want to cooperate tonight. It's just that these are so sticky, so it's hard when you are doing what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just put this down. And I'll get the coloring together down, and hopefully that will cover up this space here. Okay, I think that worked. Oh, let's see, let's move that over a little bit. There, I just wanted to make sure I got that edge covered up. Okay, then let's grab my foam tape. My gigantic roll of foam tape. That was like watching paint dry, you guys. I'm sorry. There's the... It's so much fun to use that now. Okay, so there's that, and I'm thinking maybe this controller actually goes up over here. Maybe even down here. There we go. I think the gray one's not going to make it because I think it's a little bit too big. Now, so let's see. View. I could do like words, like I could do wise words. That could work. And then I could talk about the perspective down in here when I journal. I just want this to be a little bit larger across there. It just didn't look right. It looked too small. And I don't want to get the journaling here any larger. And the Y's can come from any number of alphas I have. Yeah, I like that better. And then what I'll do is just put the S on the edge there so that the S is crossing the edge of this green paper. There we go. Yeah, I like that much better. Hopefully you guys see what I was saying, where it just didn't feel like it was wide enough across there. The one thing I'm seeing is that there's a lot of green here and a lot of green here, but really there's green in here, but not much. So I might want to look at, when I do my enamel dots, that I look at that. Thinking, do I want to add game night here? Even though it says game night there, we're going to do that. And then puzzle building, could that come up here? Yes. So the only one I didn't use is the Ain't Nobody Like a Homebody, and I think that's okay. All right, so we have that. Now I do have, oh, I didn't even see this. They have these cute little, like, tabs. And I could have used that somewhere too, but I think we're far enough along that I'm not going to do that. I'll save that to go with another lab. I have 3 grandsons. I'm pretty sure they'll be into some sort of thing where they have game controllers. Okay, so now I just need to do like Y's or something like that. And I'm going to look at my LE Studio letters here to see if I can get a color that works. That's actually a really, really good color, but there aren't enough. Yes, I have a lot of these, I know. Okay, no red, no black. Oh, that's nice, this green here. You know me very well, Harmony. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have some green like that. I'll take a look. So I'll like pull some of that in here, and that'll help get some of the color spread across. The one other thing I'm seeing too is that now that I put that puzzle thing on here, I've got this, there we go. That's a little bit better. So I was seeing like a really funny like space right there. This is going to be a little tricky here. Okay. So let's call this wise words. So I'll read this to you guys, his answers, because it was fascinating that a 7-year-old understood. 7-year-old understood what was going on, and you know, me, the 56-year-old, didn't understand what was going on. Now that I think about it, could we I don't know if I'm going to like that, but I'm going to try. Now it feels like a stack, kind of a funny stack. So I was thinking about putting 2020 up there. Not that the 2020 won't be in the, it's going to be in their 2020 album, so we would know that. Just kind of playing around. I'm also honestly looking at my screen here because I can see what this looks like. I think I need a little perspective on it. Then I could put the journaling up there. Okay, I actually like that, the way that worked out. Ooh, and what if I have a little bug in here. So then we'd have, there's a little bit more green here then if I put that in there, but I think that harmony is right that we need some enamel dots. So let me grab those, and hopefully I'm not shaking you guys too badly there. Okay. So let's see. So we need green, and there's a couple green dots there. I do have the Let's Stay at Home enamel dots. I just got them in on an order. I just need to find them. Okay, I don't have that many enamel dots here. I might have put them in my, I have my October kit ready to go for Chameles kit. So maybe that's where they are. I don't find them this go round. There they are. Oh, and I have the green that matches. Yay. Although I honestly think this green is better because it's really bright, like these greens are. So let's get those enamel dots on there first. And I'll just put a big one in each of these clusters. And then, let's see, looking to see what colors. Now they don't have gold in here. They have like a creamy color there. And I don't know if I have any gold. Although maybe I do. I did have a gold in here from Eyelet Outlet and Brad. So let me see if I can find that easily. So you guys, this is my, I have this little 31 bag, and that's where I keep all my enamel dots because it keeps them close and easy to find. I'm very happy to do the Chameles, what do I want to call her, Best of Both Worlds kit, and I stash curate it most of the time. But the problem with that is then some of my stash is not where it normally is, where it belongs. And so then I don't quite know, is it because I don't have it anymore, or is it because it's in the other spot? And I think these are in the other spot as I'm talking to you about it. So let me, the good news is it's right below me here. So I can grab it and just see if I have them in there, and if I, oh, there they are. See, look it, that's perfect. So I'm thinking gold, because we could use some gold down here. We can use gold up there. We have gold, but that's okay. And then maybe the pink. These things are huge. Okay. That bug is going to drive, that bug is bugging me. Okay, so if I do it, maybe there, and then one down here, and then pink up here, I think. Kind of look and see. And I'll use different size ones here. Okay. All right, I like how that looks. And I think that now that I have that green on there, it makes a big difference because you see that green over here more prominently than it did. And I don't love where this one is sitting now that I have that one on. I'm going to move this just a little bit if I can. Okay, so I'll just quick read to you what he said. So the first question is, what is coronavirus and what does it mean? And he said coronavirus is a very tiny bacteria that gets in your eyes, nose, and mouth that can get inside your body and make you sick. Some people, it can kill them, so we keep a safe distance right now. I mean, how wise is that for a 7-year-old? Who is the president? Donald Trump. He's not very polite, and he's been at it a while, though. That's who you listen to sometimes about coronavirus. He should be kind and polite if he leads the United States. We should pray he should be more kind. Is it someone else's turn yet? Oh my gosh. Okay. I had totally forgot about that. Didn't mean this to be a political comment, guys. How many days have we been in lockdown? And his answer was 179. What is it really? Do you want to go back to school? And he said, yeah, after summer, since today was my last day. Who is the first person you're going to hug when lockdown is over? My friend Alex and Grandpa Jeff. Where is the first place you want to go? Haircut. What do you think we can do to get rid of coronavirus? Have masks on, avoid people that are sick, and don't touch dirty things. This is precious. Mud is okay. Is mommy a good teacher? They discovered quickly that daddy didn't have the patience while trying to watch 3 other children. So is mommy a good teacher? Yeah, I don't normally get to have my mom as a teacher, so I like that. I kind of like the coronavirus a lot because we get to spend way, way, way more time together as a family. I mean, how wise, right? How did the coronavirus start and how does it end? And he said, by animals, by our bodies, and God helping heal everyone. 10 is, if you had to wear protective clothing to help you, what would it be? And he said a suit and goggles. And then, are you enjoying the lockdown? And he said, sort of, because I spend more time with everyone in my family and get to see what you do all day. I miss my friends at school, but love doing fun things at home. And then the last question is, what is the best thing about mommy and daddy having to stay home? And he answered, playing together, going for walks and bike rides. So just how sweet and what a cool perspective of a 7-year-old. So, all right, you guys, I think I have to get rid of my video comments on the video stalled. So hang on a second. I'm going to come back to it just so that if you guys have any questions or anything, I can answer those. This has been doing this to me almost every time I do a live lately, and it's not making me very happy. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's all of that. And I think that's it. And I think tonight I'm just going to do one layout just because I do have some stuff to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and, you know, a cool perspective of a 7-year-old. Thanks, Harmony. I really like how it turned out as well too. I think it's a cute layout, but it's a meaningful layout and really cool. So anyway, all right, you guys, hope you guys are great. Great. Have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget, no live next Friday. Not sure if I'm going to make it on or not next weekend. I've got some stuff going on next weekend. Safe distance and all of that. And I'll talk more about that when I see you next. So maybe I might have a chance to do something on Sunday. We'll see. Otherwise, I think I can be back with you Friday night. On Saturday, I have these this guy and his younger brother and sister. The little guy, I think, is going to stay home with mommy and daddy. I'm not ready for all 4 of them, especially since the youngest one is only a year old. So anyway, you guys, thanks for joining me tonight. Hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye, everybody, and thanks for joining me.